Now that we're finished with both storyboards, we're ready to export the animation as a video file. The standard File Export and Save As settings, located in the File dropdown, do not allow animation files to be exported. In Fusion 360, we can only export animations using the Publish Video feature. Note that this can also be accessed via the keyboard shortcut letter P. Once activated, we're able to define the export settings. Starting with the video scope, we have the option to include all storyboards or the current storyboard. Remember, we created two unique storyboards. Using all storyboards will export both of them. However, it's important to note that it will export them as a single video. They will not export as individual videos. Contrary, selecting the current storyboard will export only the storyboard that is currently active. If you'd like each storyboard to be a standalone video, you'll need to repeat this process for each individual storyboard. I'll leave this set to all storyboards so we can take a look at both of them. Next, we're able to define the video resolution. This defaults to the current document window size, which means the video will use the pixel size and resolution of your computer screen. In many cases, this is sufficient. However, you'll notice the dropdown offers additional preset sizes and the ability to define a custom resolution. If we select Custom, we can enter the width, height, and the resolution. Notice that it defaults to pixels, a standard measurement used with digital displays. However, we can also change this to inches, something that can be helpful if you have a specific project need. When checked, the lock aspect ratio will ensure the width and height update at the same time. Leave this checked to ensure that you have a standard aspect ratio. Otherwise, we can uncheck this if we need a unique aspect ratio. Keep in mind that the aspect ratio will directly affect the file size. Generally, it's best to use one of the preset aspect ratios. This will speed up your workflow and ensure you have a consistent export every time. For example, I'll select 1920 by 1080, which is a common aspect ratio used by television screens and computer monitors. After defining the storyboards and aspect ratio, we're all set and ready to start the export. Clicking the OK button will prompt us to choose a file name and location. The file name will default to the existing design and animation file name. However, you can override this by simply typing out a new name. Fusion 360 currently only supports exporting to a standard .mp4 video format. Lastly, we need to choose where we want to save the file. If Save to Project in the cloud is checked, the animations will be saved on Autodesk servers and accessible from the A360 hub. The location will default to the project of your animation file. If you need to select a different location, simply select the drop-down toggle and choose your desired project and folder. I'll leave Save to Cloud unchecked for now, as I would like to save this animation to my computer. Saving to your computer means the file will be saved locally on your computer's hard drive. It's important to note that you can save to both the cloud and your computer at the same time. The Save to My Computer option defaults to your Downloads folder. However, this can be changed by selecting the three-dot settings icon, followed by selecting a new location. We can click Save once we're finished defining our file name and location. Immediately after, the video will start to process. This may take a few minutes depending on the length of your animation and how many storyboards you have. Should you need to cancel the export, simply click the Cancel button. Otherwise, Fusion 360 will be inaccessible until the video is finished publishing. Once the Publish dialog disappears, we're able to see the exported animation at the save location. You can then view, share, or edit the video file with any applicable tools that accept .mp4 video files. You've now successfully published your Fusion 360 animation file as a video. Alternatively, consider using the A360 hub as a way to share your animation with others while allowing you to sync changes in real time. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future tutorials, and click on that playlist in the lower right corner to to get started with some other 3D printable projects.